Welcome back to my channel. We are on to our September favorites, and it's just so funny. I always have this mix that is ridiculous looking on my table, and I love it. So I have beauty items, I have food items, the food's kind of like food and drink. So let's get into it. I will start with beauty per usual. So first item this month, and this is kind of unlikely because I kind of like got away from it, and for whatever reason this past month this has been my go-to. And you know what, I'm going to include both together because this is the combo I have totally been using and loving this month, and it is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. It's been around forever and I've always liked it, but it is super full coverage and I kind of don't use it on a daily basis. Well, I have been loving this again recently, but I love it with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And you know, I've had this for a while and I kind of just never really used it. I used my Professional, I used the Smashbox Primer Water, like the spray, which I still do, but I don't know, something compelled me to put these together and I love them. Yeah, who knew? So these are by far a favorite. I have totally been using these this month, almost every time. Another favorite, and I cannot believe this is actually kind of like not only a favorite, but the first time I've ever used it, is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. If you have never used this, wow, like this thing, I just love it. Now I bought a sample, like a mini version of it. It's like the $12 one, but let me show you the wand kind of up close more. See how it's kind of curved? Well, when you put it on, you kind of like do this rolling motion when you do it. It's very simple. Your hand almost naturally wants to do that anyway when you are doing it. I love this. I love the curl. It truly gives your lashes almost immediately, and it actually really makes them voluminous too. This is probably, I'm saying it, might be my holy grail now going forward, which is crazy for like, it came into my life and it changed it. Who knew? And I love it for my lower lashes too. I feel like sometimes my lower lashes are not very full, and I feel like sometimes mascaras don't really do much for them, and this one I feel like actually does, and I just love this. So I had to include this time. Love. Next item is one that is definitely one of my holy grails for sure, but it is one that I kind of put off over the summer, and it's more my fall go-to, and it is the liquid lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but in Craft. And let me swatch this beast for you. Like, come on, so pretty, you guys. Look at that. I wore this when me and Nate went to that concert this month. I love it. I just think it is more of a, just put my shirt in it, more of a fall color. It's a little bit more on the berry side than Vampira, which you guys know I love from Kat Von D, but I just, perfect fall color. I think the formula on these are amazing. It takes one swipe, lasts all day for you. Love them. One of my top like favorites for liquid lipsticks for sure. So my favorite fragrance for the month, and sometimes I include this and sometimes I don't. I'm not like this huge perfume person because I really don't have a ton, at least in my opinion, but I do have kind of just my favorites. And this month has been the Midnight Fantasy by Britney Spears. This is one of her older ones actually, and I love the packaging. I just think it's super cute, and it's just this one's a very sweet smell, I will say, but I like it. It's not overpowering to me. Terrible at describing scents, but this has definitely been my favorite this month. So favorite item this month, even though I got it towards the end of the month, is the new iPhone, and it's charging right now, but this is the box that it came in, and I did get the 256 gigabyte iPhone 7 Plus, and a few reasons for that is I use my phone for vlogging. I had the 64 gig before of the 6 Plus, and you know what, it totally worked great for me. It was a great phone, but I was actually having trouble sometimes with my storage, and because of vlogging, a lot of the video, like you can take a lot of pictures and be good with 64 gigs, no doubt, but when you start putting video into it, it can kind of add up kind of quick, and I really just wanted something that was going to work well for me for that. And of course the camera on this I'm so excited to use. It is still fairly new to me, so I'm still playing with it a little bit, but I had to include it. I absolutely love it. I will say the home button on it is a little different. It's so hard to explain if you have not played with it yet. It clicks like the other one, but not the same way. You'll see what I mean if you get one. It's fine, but it's just a little weird. But yeah, anyway, so I really love that. Yeah, and I just got mine in the silver one, and I mean, I think the rose gold one is really, really pretty, but I think like most of us, we end up putting a case on it anyway, and you don't see it, you know? So anyway, got that. Another favorite, and this happened towards the end of the month too, but I've already made like 4 of these, and I need to show it in like a what I eat in a day and stuff for you guys because it's just so cool. But I got the perfect tea maker, that's what it's called, the perfect tea maker from Teavana, and I love this thing. So what you do is you literally put your loose tea in here as much as you want, whatever the recipe calls for that you're making, and then you pour in your hot water. Let it like steep for like mine, the one I'm doing is the Oprah chai, which I love, is for 3 minutes. And what you do then after that is down here underneath, if you've never seen this before, this like pushes down. See how it kind of does that? And so you set this on top of like your like a drink cup, like a mug, and it literally comes out the bottom into your cup. It is so cool. I love this thing. You guys know I was super excited when I got the French press for my coffee, and I still use that every day too. Here she is. Just goes hand in hand. They sit next to each other on the counter. Happiest couple ever. Yep. Love this. Highly recommend it. I don't really have any food items I can really think of that like this month stand out to me as like a true like favorite. Not that I can really think of. I'm still very much on my kick of sparkling waters. Now, having said that, I usually only get the flavored ones. Well, so with that, I don't really like Pellegrino and stuff like that. Like the plain is, I think I'd like it now, but it was not something I would really go to when first get dabbling into sparkling flavored waters. However, I did purchase, you guys all know Voss water. It's ridiculously priced, but yet it's just a trend. Let's be honest, it is what it is. And I actually tried their sparkling, I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, it's like it makes a weird, like, oh, anyway. It says sparkling on the side there. And Voss came out with a sparkling water, still the glass big bottle, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize I bought it. I thought it was just their regular one. And so I'm like, well, I gotta try it. I loved it. I thought it was so like, you know how sometimes sparkling waters can have like, it's very like harsh, like it's very bitter taste almost in the beginning when you first take that sip. I felt like this was very light. That was a bus. No problem. I actually downed this pretty quick and I was like, okay. Now I will say it's not free of sodium though. It does have 20 milligrams and technically one of these is 3.5 servings. So just something to keep in mind, but it's not terrible. I've seen worse for sure. I know it's just sparkling water, but I would totally get this again because I really liked how light this one was. Yeah. Another favorite I have to include, and it's kind of a joke because I picked this up at Home Goods, and it's one of those like jug things that like keep your drink cold for 24 hours or keep something hot, like a thermos, for 12 hours. Now this one is in the Mana brand. The joke with this is I was gonna buy one for my husband too, and when he saw, he's like, I don't want it. I think it's dumb. I don't think it will work, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, here I am like, I don't know if it'll really work, but I don't care. I want it. Yeah, guess who's stealing it from me like all the time now? Yeah, he is. And guys, this thing works. Like, we haven't tried with the hot. I will say we just haven't done it. But what's so great about this that I like too is have it like by your nightstand, by your bed at night, because what happens? You get thirsty in the middle of the night or whatever it is, or even in the morning when you first wake up, you just want something to drink. And water that's been sitting a while, it's kind of like, I don't know if you're like me or not, but I'm like, I don't want it. I want it cold. I love things cold. And this is perfect for that because it stays cold literally through the night, middle of the night, in the morning, whatever. Love it. And it's just so funny now because now my husband keeps stealing it from me and he's like, okay, fine, it does work. And I'm like, yeah, it's mine. So I would highly recommend those. I did find it at Bed Bath & Beyond, so I will link it for you in case you don't have a Home Goods or you're not able to find it there. I think that's gonna do it for this month. We are officially into fall and I absolutely love fall. I have to say, based on where I live in Central California, I still think winter is my favorite season of the year. Although I want to pick fall, I do, because I think fall is like nicer, but we still come with really hot days and I hate heat. So I have to go with winter, but I'm so thrilled that we are into fall and winter soon and I can just kind of, it's like that cozy time. Like even today, it's like I'm wearing a long sleeve and it's still light and it's just nice today. I would love to know in the comments what your favorites have been for the month and whether it's makeup, whether it's food, whether it's random, whatever, whether it's water, whatever it is. By the way, guys, please, please, please make sure that you enter my giveaway that's going on. It is going to go through the 6th of October and I would love for you to enter that for the Chocolate Shop Palette by Too Faced. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have not already, and I will see you guys very, very soon.